Hey, y'all, welcome back to another week. I am going to kind of tiptoe and show you what we're doing this week. I'm reviewing your eulogy essays, and y'all are doing a great job. I'm seeing some really good bright spots and some good details, and I'm getting a glimpse of who you are, which that's the point, right? A eulogy should really be giving the essence of who a person is and what their life embodied. But there are some problems, and I want to make sure that we're addressing those so that when you submit your final essay, you are submitting your very best work. So remember, this is a support class, and in this 011 class, we get to dive into things a little bit deeper so that we can really unpack some of those problem issues. So if you go to week 4, what you're going to find here is a little mini lecture, and this is over topic sentences. This was one of the problem areas that I saw, and it's really worth a lot of your points. And so I want to make sure that we're really driving home and doing a good job on creating stronger topic sentences, explanations for those topics, and then summative sentences. The homework that's related to that is creating stronger paragraphs. And what I'm asking you to do is I'm asking you to go back to your draft that you submitted from your eulogy. And after you watch this lecture, I want you to choose one paragraph that you think is a bit weak out of your body paragraphs. And remember, you should have a minimum of 3 body paragraphs. You should have your introduction and then 1, 2, 3 body paragraphs and then a conclusion. So it should be a minimum of 3. So choose one of those, okay? Not your introduction and conclusion, but a body paragraph, and pick a weak one. Okay. And then using a Word document, I want you to copy and paste that paragraph and stick it on there. And then after watching this lecture, I want you to go through and ask yourself, how can I make this a stronger paragraph? And I want you to revise and edit that paragraph. And then using a minimum of 100 words, I want you to explain why you made those changes in light of what you've learned from this lecture, and just considering how you can make this a stronger paragraph. I've given you an example right here of what this should look like practically. So let me get this pulled up. Come on. Here it is. Okay, so from a practical standpoint, this is what you should be turning in. So you can see I copied and pasted my original paragraph. And then I did a revised paragraph here, and then I reflected on what that looked like. And you'll see this is actually from the lecture. I used these as examples, but then for my reflection component, I put there are several aspects about my original paragraph that needed revision. My topic sentence did not have a strong focus. I gave the focus adventure. This helped guide my explanations. And while the explanations are different and cover a variety of aspects, such as my love for the barn, my relationship with my dad, and the adventure of friendships and community, they all have a sense of connectedness that is obvious to the reader. Finally, my original paragraph did not have a summative sentence, and I ended my new paragraph by reiterating the idea of adventure using different words. What you can see here is this is reflection. I talked about what made that paragraph weak and what I changed. So this is what I'm looking for you to submit. Again, your original paragraph, your revised paragraph, and then a mini reflection that is at least 100 words that explains why you made those changes. And then guys, that's going to be due on June 19th. So it's due on Sunday. My hope is that you'll do this much earlier, because what you can do is after you fix that paragraph, that's working towards your final draft, which is going to be due on Sunday for your eulogy essay in English 111. So really, this is only helping you finish that final paper in your English 111 course. The other issue that I really saw are sentence structure issues. There's some structural issues as far as some of you are still using sentence fragments, which are not complete thoughts or sentences, or your wording's a little awkward. You're either missing words or you didn't put the right words in the right place. So you have a couple Edpuzzle quizzes. They're short. They're little mini lectures with questions. You have one that's a sentence structure quiz, and that's due this Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. And then you have a comma splice. And remember, a comma splice is when you have 2 complete sentences and you just kind of stuck a comma in between. So there are several ways you can adjust that. So your comma splice error quiz is also going to be due June 15th. My thought process of making these due on Wednesday is that you can correct those errors in your paper that will be due for your English 111 class on Sunday. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, of course, don't ever hesitate to reach out and I'll be glad to help you. One more quick announcement. A lot of you did not watch that last little YouTube that I sent out last week. When you are doing NROC modules, you should be stopping at the quizzes. Do not do the pre-writing and do not do the draft. I got some text messages from a lot of you saying, hey, I'm waiting on you to check over this for me, or hey, I need you to look over what I submitted. You should not be doing that portion on the modules. Make sure once you do the quiz, which should be section 5, you are stopping. Don't create more work for yourself that you do not have to do. And another thing, remember that those quizzes need to be a grade of a 70. If you did not make a 70, please take the time to go back and fix that. You will not be able to complete English 011 with a passing grade unless you meet a 70 on every single one of those NROC modules. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and let's make it another great week.